Chairman Mao issued a world-shaking call to us. You should pay attention to state affairs and carry the great proletarian cultural revolution through to the end. With the Red Guards, revolutionary young people as pathbreakers, the workers, peasants and soldiers are marching forward courageously. The red torrents of the great proletarian cultural revolution are sweeping the country and shaking the whole world. Chairman Mao says, Marxism consists of thousands of truths, but they all boil down to one phrase: it's right to rebel. The proletarian revolutionary rebels hold high the great red banner of Mao Zedong's thought. Through big character posters and great debates, they argue things out, expose, criticize, and repudiate thoroughly, and launch fierce attacks on all kinds of representatives of the bourgeoisie, sweeping away all such monsters. The heroic young Red Guard fighters go out on the streets. That is, the old ideas, old culture, old customs, and old habits left over by the old society which spread feudal poison and symbolized imperialist aggression and capitalist exploitation. They are destroying old shop signs and replacing them with revolutionary ones. The scum and dregs, such as street names insulting the Chinese people left by imperialism and revisionism, must be completely destroyed. Let Mao Zedong's thought occupy all positions. They are putting up quotations from Chairman Mao Zedong. The Chinese people will go all out to establish the new ideas, new culture, new customs, and new habits of the proletariat. The great proletarian cultural revolution has pushed the mass movement of creative study and application of Chairman Mao's works to a new stage. In our great motherland, a new era is emerging, in which workers, peasants and soldiers are grasping Marxism-Leninism, Mao Zedong's thought. The great proletarian cultural revolution has promoted the revolutionization of people's thinking. Chairman Mao is here. This is the happiest moment. Chairman Mao and his close comrade-in-arms, Comrade Lin Biao, appear on the Tiananmen rostrum. Our respected and beloved leader, Chairman Mao, you are the most outstanding proletarian leader of the present era. You are the greatest genius of our time. You are the very red sun that shines most brilliantly in our hearts. Respected and beloved leader, Chairman Mao, we have so much in our hearts to tell you. We have so many songs to sing for you. Thousands of red hearts are throbbing with such excitement that we cannot speak. We heartily wish you a long, long life. Guard, composed of more than 20,000 People's Liberation Army men, militiamen and Red Guards, leads the parade. The Cultural Revolution Army, 1.5 million strong, is composed of workers, peasants, revolutionary intellectuals, cadres, and teachers and students. Like a great torrent, they march past Tiananmen Square in high spirits to be reviewed by Chairman Mao. This is the biggest National Day parade since the founding of the People's Republic of China. It is also the 4th review of the Red Guards and other revolutionary masses by Chairman Mao since the Cultural Revolution began. Mao Zedong's thought is Marxism-Leninism at the highest level in the present era. It is the guiding principle for all the work of the Chinese people. All achievements and successes of the Chinese people represent great victories of the invincible thought of Mao Zedong. Mao Zedong's thought is our very soul and our source of life. We will defeat whoever dares to oppose the great Mao Zedong's thought. Respond to Comrade Lin Biang's call to turn our great country into a big school for the study of Mao Zedong's thought. The 700 million Chinese people armed with Mao Zedong's thought are invincible. The 16-point decision of the Central Committee of the Chinese Communist Party concerning the great proletarian cultural revolution, drawn up under the personal guidance of our great leader Chairman Mao, is the program and guide of the great proletarian cultural revolution. It represents the proletarian revolutionary line of trusting the masses, relying on the masses, and fully mobilizing the hundreds of millions of masses to make revolution. The bourgeois reactionary line is just the opposite. The 16-point decision has proclaimed the bankruptcy of the bourgeois reactionary line and proclaimed the victory of the revolutionary line represented by Chairman Mao. We will hold high the great red banner of Mao Zedong's thought and carry the great proletarian cultural revolution through to the end. We firmly follow Chairman Mao's teaching to raise still higher the banner of Marxism-Leninism, the banner of proletarian internationalism, and the great red banner of Mao Zedong's thought, to closely unite with all Marxist-Leninists and revolutionary people all over the world, and to carry through to the end the struggle against the US imperialists and their lackeys and the modern revisionists. Let the great red banner of Mao Zedong's thought fly all over the world. Never before have the Chinese people been in such high spirits as they are today. Never before has our country been as prosperous and thriving as it is today. Chairman Mao has led us from victory to victory. The great proletarian cultural revolution, initiated and led personally by Chairman Mao, is aimed at eradicating bourgeois ideology, establishing proletarian ideology, remolding people's souls, revolutionizing their thinking, uprooting revisionism, and consolidating and developing the socialist system. It is a great and entirely new and creative revolution carried out after the seizure of political power by the proletariat. It is a great pioneering undertaking in the international communist movement and in the socialist revolution. It is one of Chairman Mao's great contributions to the world proletarian revolution. Our respected and beloved Chairman Mao, you placed boundless hope on us. We will surely carry on Mao Zedong's thought and hand it down from generation to generation. The imperialists and revisionists are pinning their hopes on our third and fourth generation's changing color, but they are miscalculating. The great Mao Zedong's thought is educating us to be reliable successors to the proletarian revolutionary cause. We will hold high the great red banner of Mao Zedong's thought, rebel against the imperialists, the revisionists, and the bourgeoisie, and thoroughly dig out all their roots.
The area in front of the Changchun station is filled with young people ranging from college to junior high school students. Many special trains depart carrying students to the countryside. For junior high school students, it is like a picnic. It is impossible for them to undertake full-scale agricultural work at their age. Rather, they are expected to learn from the peasants and from their experience in the countryside. These Changchun tractor factory workers depart in a large group, with tractors taking the lead. While the students will stay in the villages for some time, many of the workers who have their own jobs to attend to will return on the same day. The cities are like grains of millet floating in the vast sea of China's peasant villages. People in the cities go to the villages to aid agriculture, to know peasant life, and not to forget the villages. It is considered useful for leaders and cadres especially to learn the class feeling of laborers and peasants in order to overcome bureaucracy and prevent revisionism. During the harvest season, we visited the Xingfu People's Commune again. Autumn in the northeast is short. Every additional day the crops are left in the field will increase the size of the harvest. But if the commune members wait too long and miss the proper time, the frost will fall and reduce the size of the harvest. Watching the weather closely, they wait until the last...
At first glance, this place looks like many other small Chinese villages. There are schools, there are factories, and people laugh in the streets. However, if you take a closer look, this place is different. There's the music. Villagers wake to "The East is Red" and the teachings of Chairman Mao Zedong fill the air. The local government has turned Nanjia village from a struggling farming community into a factory town built on Maoist ideology.
Mao Zedong thought has had a most profound impact on my life. When I was a teenager, Chairman Mao would even appear in my dreams.
On the eve of the 90th anniversary of the Communist Party of China, we came here to report on what village leaders say is China's last Maoist collective.
For people my age, life couldn't get much better. You have a place to live, education is free, medical care is free. Pretty much everything is communal, which means you can get everything you need. You don't get much salary, but everything else makes up for it.
You won't see private enterprises, advertising, or bright lights here, except in the town square, where the city proudly pays homage to communist leaders, including Mao, Marx, and Lenin. Everything here is free because Nanjia Village has stuck to a retro-red vision of China, when other parts of China have been moving towards a market economy.
Within Mao Zedong thought, the principle of serving the people is the foundation of the Communist Party. All party members must always remember this principle. We had to adjust the whole system, starting from remaking and reallocating the land. After analyzing the issues facing the farmers in Nanjia Village, we proposed that all residents return their private land back to the collective. This type of economy has proven through time to be the most effective for Nanjia Village. It is the most economically beneficial. Here, there is no gap between rich and poor. We don't experience the problems that commonly plague other rural areas.
While controversy surrounds the economic model, village leaders defend the path they've chosen, and local residents continue to live a life they say Chairman Mao would be proud of.
I'm very happy now. How could I not be happy? We have food, money, homes, all from the collective. Who wouldn't be happy?